I could do is actually have my good general there. Or I could have him there to speed you up. Good, that was enough to make him go, nope, bad idea, away I go. It's not that the Russians are that weak, but their military tech is way down, so we would... so they're weak, yeah. Typical AI going for the weakest link as well. Trying to gun me down instead of the PLC. I'll just take it as a compliment, we are pretty badass. I did not imagine I'd be fighting Muscovy so early. But I never imagined I would have actually gotten that PLC alliance. I was talking a lot about it last session. I was like, they're only minus 1,030 to agreeing to this alliance. That's so close. And there were bound to be people that were watching that, rolling their eyes, going, come on, Jake, what planet are you on? But it's true. Relatively speaking, and on very hard mode, no less, those are good odds. Right, Ryazan's going to get in the way. Also, Poland and Lithuania are doing the lion's share of the work here, so it's likely that I won't get too much out of this for myself, but we'll press on for as much as we can. I don't want Poland to bleed horribly in this war, though. I need them to still be fiscally managing, and I kind of should take a battle just so I get some involvement in the war myself. But by that same token, I don't want to lose my men. Is he going to go from there to Tambov? That'd be bad for me. Let's get ourselves over to Penza. Yeah, figures he's going to Tambov. I wonder if I could discourage him from that. I don't want him hanging around near my troops like that. Yeah, it's enough for him to think twice. Grab that occupation. I'm going to lay somebody down on Ryazan so that the Poles don't accidentally drop the fort. And if they do drop the fort, I'll be there to catch it. And then it'll be in my name. What's your plan for Cuba? Yes. If I don't take Cuba, people are going to be like, why didn't you take Cuba? Even though they're not really what I want to take. Let's just avoid that whole missile crisis question and take it. Right, you want to take Sirzan, no doubt. I mean, I really don't want to fight Muscovy, but if nothing else, it's going to get me some actual war participation. Ugh, my manpower isn't great, though. It's quite the opposite of great. Uh-oh, especially when that's happening. Look who else is on their way. He could lift these sieges, and that would be very bad for me. Would be pretty cool if you attached to me, though. I doubt you will, but it would be cool. Alright, if he's going to Tambov, that's pretty good. There we go, there we go! Look who dropped the siege! And now it all belongs to Montenegro. This would be a good opportunity, actually, to catch them in a pincer movement. If he ends up locked in Penza. And Poland still consider this as vital interest, so I really shouldn't let them take it away from me like that. Poland are going down to Pronsk. Poland are going to get that fight. I should take this fight. It'll prevent those reinforcements, and instead of having one big loss, we'll have probably victory here, and hopefully victory here. It's a ballsy move. I don't normally throw my reinforcements into this, but I'm taking it. Also, the Polish have their own reinforcements. Okay. Worst case scenario, they have more reinforcements up here. I do wish I had a slightly better general. You know, some more shock would go a long way. But I don't believe for a second that you're going to do much better. Maybe I should make you a general in the hopes that you actually... Well, for one, you might make a good general, but if you die during this war, I'm relatively safe. 3-3, not good enough. I'd rather have 4-2 with the extra maneuver. Would I, though? Would I really? Ah, well. Sorry, Aki, you ain't cutting the mustard. Okay, this is pretty good. Polish are rolling strong to begin with. They have good amounts of cavalry. They have no cavalry. That's terrible of Muscovy. We out-morale them. We vastly out-morale them and have a good bit of extra tactics on them. Tactics is the single best factor in a battle. Unquestionably so. So there, they're getting minced there. I won't mince them as hard, but I am flanking them, which is terrific unless you roll a 1 to 9 on the shock, because ouch, that burns me. 2 to 9 isn't much of an improvement. This is awful. Lost 4,500. I'm lucky that they retreated so fast. Still, I'm going to move up here and take them down a notch, even though my units are a bit banged up here. I'm doing my part. Are you? Get out of my face, you Russian scumbags. I don't like the reinforcements they keep pouring in. Especially not that relatively fresh looking stack. They would wipe me out actually if I kept this battle going. Retreat! Not worth it. I know the Poles are coming, but they were coming too slow. On the plus side, these losses are giving me a lot of participation, but I need to swing back into Ryazan pretty quickly. Man, these... oh, jeez. Oh, he's already here in Bakhmut. I think it would be beneficial for me to actually swing further down into my own country and make that kind of maneuver. I have 4 maneuver, but so does he. Good God, he's really after me. Okay, no, he's going behind enemy lines for whatever reason. Well, fine by me, as long as I can just get my own unit numbers back. My 4 maneuver ensures that I get a 90% reinforcement rate in my allied land. Every point of maneuver increases your reinforcement rate up by 10 percentage points up to a maximum of 100. So that's why it's very good to have a high maneuver conquistador, because you get 10% reinforcement rate in uncolonized land, but you can buff that up to 60% with a level 5 maneuver, for example. Alright, Hungary for some reason really don't like me. Big problem with that. They have very strong allies. Hungary and Austria together are a huge threat for PLC and me. I should strongly consider going towards other allies. My diplomats have been laying on their thumbs this whole time, and that is not good. Denmark! Oh my goodness! Yep. We are going full-on Dane. They like me because I hate... Wait, was I looking at the right thing? No, I was looking at royal marriage. Damn. Regardless, Denmark hate the Russians. So we'll pursue that. They're also rivaled with Venice. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong screen and getting all kinds of excited. Any enemies of Hungary that would make... Yeah, well, there's Denmark right there. Bohemia and Poland. I insulted Bohemia recently. A very big insult. They didn't like it. But I should probably try to spruce things up with them a bit. Oh, pitter and patter. Interesting technique by the Muscovites to go that far into my land, but oh well. Muscova's fallen at least. You know, I could totally take this land that I want, but then a certain Pole would be very unhappy. Moskva should fall for them. That would make them considerably happier. I need to take the forts away from Muscovy so that they're an easier target next time. A reasonable thing to go for would be Moskva, Mozak, and Luki, and then I take some garbage around here that at least opens me up to getting into here later on. It's a shame I have to settle for such arse land, but any land is land at this point. Oh man, they're spreading out deep inside me. At least they're not taking over the stuff I'm trying to core right now. And what are you up to, Ottomans? Still fighting Armenia for reasons unknown. Once my truce with Georgia is up, I can still avoid the personal union by going into a prolonged war with them. And it would be a prolonged war. What was that about Armenia? No, just Cyprus. Just got Armenia on the mind, clearly. Don't like that they're lifting these sieges. As long as they don't lift these two, it's not the end of the world, but... no, I can't have them lift at Karsk either. Goddamn Russian scum. Gotta hand it to Armenia, though. They held out, and I guess for that they were able to keep a single Coptic 6 development mountainous province. Some people get all the luck. Alright. Ryazan is down. I think I'll tell these guys to go off and do their own thing rather than me commanding their every move. Seems like the Poles are already off doing exactly that. You, however, will go and hold on to Mozinsk, just in case that falls out of our control. Gotta maintain that good relationship with Poland, but it shouldn't be too hard right now. The problem is it might get even deeper. Okay, that's good. The Muscovites can't actually reinforce down there. They're nothing but a minor nuisance causing devastation. Two of a kind. That sounds like admin power to me. Yep. Good. Come on, let's get some great stats here. 3. That's above average. Dip isn't important, right? It's all about the mill. Sheesh. I would say swimming time, but I need an air right now. So well done, Mr. Moreno. Do we have that? I haven't been keeping track of my names very well. I don't see one here, so well done. The succession is safe. Petrovik's average. Oh, man. Well, let's celebrate with some extra admin power. I do need those ideas, and I will need these cores. Let's hold on to that, and hope that... Jeez, there are more than when we started this war. What's going on? Ah, well, the Danes are no longer involved. In fact, the Danes are busy fighting the Swedes, which is not that helpful. Oh, well. Keeps seeping into my land. Kind of wish I had forts there now, but I know I wouldn't be able to afford it. So that Serbian core dealt with, at least. Gizzy wishes to rise up, but only in Terek. I don't care much about Terek, so I'm just going to give it the... give it that, and give it clergy, so I make more money out of it. And that reduces the unrest nicely as well. Jake, Sweden could be a loyal ally if they go independent. Yeah, but it takes a long time for Sweden to actually be competent. And they also can't easily be sold out to anybody. The Danes can be sold out. Everybody wants a piece of that. For reasons unknown. Okay, good. Poland are going in with their massive death stack and cleaning up. This is a good opportunity for me to spread out and take land up here, although it puts me at a sizable disadvantage for individual fights. I'm willing to take that risk. That means I can actually get some occupations on the Muscovites. The thing is, they just keep coming. Ooh, I could always demand money. Poland wouldn't mind that, right? Especially if I give them Muscovite, but I'd rather they got... Oh, shoot. No, it looks like that counts for Polish happiness. I should give them Luki and Mozak. I kind of want Moskva myself. Down the line, if nothing else. Alright, we have things to consider then. You know, even if I don't take land, a good bit of removing money from Muscovy could help. Alright, excellent. Both the attack stacks are in there, working their magic. I can't demand that that goes over to Poland, but it doesn't look like Poland wants it for themselves. They want this stuff for themselves. quite interesting. At the time, it wasn't a sure thing that Muscovy would be ruler over all the Rus. Lithuania was a prime contender. Alright, maybe I should make a stab at Yaroslav. Especially if I have some siege to do it. Wish I had that cannon now, though. Well, one cannon wouldn't make the odds for Yaroslav, would it? I forget if it's... Yeah, I think one is enough to make the difference. I know this game. My manpower's kind of burning, though. I don't like that. Look at those Poles trying to cut me off. Damn them. Double damn this, though. They're trying to take the land I need to core here. That is a bold move. But it keeps them out of the front line and keeps my units a bit safer. And looking at it, all we have blocking us are really these two forts, and then Muscovy is wide open. I really don't want to burn my manpower on Yaroslav. Couldn't I tell Lithuania to take care of that? They're the ones on siege business right now. Yeah, let's have you two link up so you're not in danger of each other. Having any fort would help right now. I got my capital fort. That's going to have to do. Sorry, these occupations they get on me are meaningless. What matters is the occupations that we get on them. I need to keep Poland happy. Actually, I couldn't give two hoots about Lithuania's happiness. It's all about Poland. If they're happy with Muscovy, whilst I take other stuff. If I got a border with Kazan, actually, they're friendless, and all this land, although Sunni and again garbage, it's still land that I can take. Also, that Bashkirid gold mine. That's a lot to ask for myself. Poland won't be having any of that, so I need to give them something else. That's a good peace deal. But I'd rather give them that than Muscovy. And I could always forgo the money if everything else doesn't come together. Alright, something to keep in mind. I want this fort to fall, though. Working on Novgorod. Okay, well, too bad. It's good for me that the Muscovites are so busy in my land, actually. Helping me out big time. Jake, core your lands. I'd love to, but I need this before I can core these. Speaking of, overextension is only at 55%, and these provinces would only give me another 35%, so whilst my everything would hurt badly, the hurt would be temporary. Boy, do I need admin power. And I recently switched it for mill. What a fool. Why would I do that? Uh-oh. I abandoned ship on that one. Imagine if you would. No, actually, you might be okay there. I'll send in the 10k to keep him in check. More disease. God, these Russians are made of nothing but disease. They're made of butt disease. No, that's pretty immature even for me. So many awful, disjointed areas I'm taking over here as well, but I'm a beggar and I certainly can't be a chooser. Careful about the states you take. With Kazan, you could be getting corruption. Oh no, I would need a lot of territories to be getting corruption. As I said, I'm getting those. I want to fully state up this, though. There's a lot of development in these Wallachian... Oh god, those costs are savage. You know, at this rate, I could probably spit out Wallachia and diplomatically integrate them. It would be cheaper on the admin by a mile. But I've already taken it, so... just stomach the cost. Jake, how did you pacify the Ottoman? The same way we do it every night, Pinky. I sacrificed the Hungarians. Let's get you over there. Keep everybody as safe can be. I can't lose these. Then again, Poland doesn't want them, so it's okay to lose these. It's not okay to lose Atkarsk. Saratov and those other ones are okay though, but not these two. Besides, hopefully Poland will wipe these guys out out of existence. If nothing else, I could send down my own army, but my manpower is hurting too badly for me to consider that, really. The Danes don't hate the Swedes, which is nice, but the Danes don't have allies of their own, which means that Sweden's kind of picking away at them and slightly winning. Damn Danes, not even good for food here. Magdeburg. A jam is actually a serious contender as an ally? I don't know anything about a jam. Well, I know they're getting blasted here and they must be pretty small. How about you, Timmy? That neutrality is overwhelming. How about you, Ottomans? No? Still hate me? Okay. Let's prepare for the coming here. Let's ask ourselves, seriously, do we see Denmark as a future ally? No, what I see more likely is that they're going to clash with Lithuania and Poland down the line. It's good to have good relations with them, don't get me wrong on that front, but let's shelve them for now. Bohemia is a more likely candidate. That Austrian hate magnet, though. Oh well. The 000 Regency's still waiting, Jake. I would quite like the Queen to take over at this point. Oh, Protestant Reformation. That really shakes things up. Hopefully PLC don't get ravaged by that, because it could cause some real stability issues for them. I better wrap up this war in 10 years to make use of the justified wars. Also Poland continuing to mop up that war participation. Bloomin' participation trophies. Look at me, look what I'm doing. I'm actually helping here. I'm doing my part, as I like to say. You're heading over to all nets, that's fine. I shall take these. Truce with Hungary is up, that's worth worrying considerably about. However, this war is also wrapping up quite a bit. Poland do not like getting shafted like that. But I don't want to give them Muscovy. What could I do? Ryazan. Ryazan is a fortification, and I don't want the Muscovites to remain fortified. The Poles are still not thrilled about that. And that is a full 100. Damn, they're not stopping for anything short of Muscovy, are they? Let's ignore Luki for a while. Could I give you more? Again, I'm not hankering for these provinces. I'm just hankering for a buffer between myself and Poland here, before he starts thinking that that's of super vital interest to him. I still think the money's worth it. Keeps Muscovy poor, even if I don't get all of it. It's actually very good for me to give a ton of money to Poland to keep him stable. I'm still not happy with that. Come on, man, you gotta like something here. Look at this lovely province, tons of dev. And then there's this one, of course. Doesn't really hurt me to hand these provinces over to him. There we go, that's a good peace deal. I snip away 1, 2, 3 of the Muscovite forts. I get the border that I personally want. However, we're not there yet. Demands exceed war score massively. I can't have this war drag on forever, but hopefully Hungary don't try to attack me. They're actually neutral. I wonder if I could keep those relations still high enough so that they don't, you know, do horrible things to me. War reps instead of ducats, Jake. Poland don't like it when I take the war reps, because at least the ducats go slightly to them. Trust me, I would like those war reps, but I need the... well, I want the land border with Kazan. Need is always a relative term. Not that I think Kazan land is a silver bullet for me in terms of success, but they have no friends, they have a gold mine, it's land that I can take, and land that I can take beats pretty much anything else right now. Also, it cuts the Muscovites off from gobbling up this horde land, which is good and bad. They'd convert it, they do a lot of nice things, but I need Muscovy to be my whipping boy for a while. If I take this, I have a good opportunity to get into actual Orthodox land. Not the best land that Muscovy has, but I may have to sell more of Muscovy out to Poland. Well, I almost certainly will, down the line. This might not be enough after Poland gets more war participation here, which is unfortunate. In fact, they're still getting more of it, whereas I'm busy not, because I'm being too cowardly. To fix that, I could go and march on somewhere like Novgorod. I don't want to, but we'll do it. Just so I can get some actual participation trophies being handed out to me. Oh no, he's working on Novgorod. Well, guess I'm doing the crappy occupations here then. We have humiliate rival on Hungary. Well, as long as they're not hostile to me. It's rather nice of them not going hostile to me, honestly. If I say that taking all this is as important as I am saying it is, I really might have to forgo the money. But I really want that money. I mean, I can take a fair chunk of dosh, but I want more. I want Muscovy absolutely reeling from debt. And I want to help out Poland, believe it or not. Muscovy are currently enjoying 19 loans. That took embarrassingly long to figure out, but they are. Keep it going. I want all the war score I can get here. Taking this fort will help. Having him not take my forts also helps. He's just getting lost inside my land, all part of my cunning strategy. Alright, let's just get aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Most people don't see it coming. Muscovy won't be coming back from 19 loans. Might as well peace out. No, I want the money. Unless I look like I'm under immediate threat, I'm going for it. And I don't need to worry about wars. I mean, that's a case for not prolonging the war, but you know, since we're not in a position of immediate threat, and Poland isn't getting exhausted at all, military strength is kind of going down, but, you know, Novgorod's on its way out, Yaroslavl will eventually fall, and his armies aren't threatening ours right now, so there's no good reason for me to peace out right now. Not when I can continue to tighten the thumb clamps. Sudden thought. I could make Pskov my subject, but that would really get in the way of PLC happiness. I could potentially make them a Polish subject. What do you think of that, Poland? Let's ignore the money for 5 seconds. Oh, okay, they don't want it as a vassal. Damn. Oh well, would have been cool. What if they had no say in the matter? I haven't thought about this before, but... Okay, war tax cost would help me out, but I have to do this for science. Transfer subject. What if I were to force that? I forget where it comes up here, or if it even will come up. Probably not, because it's under Polish rule. Oh well. Can't win them all. Oh, speaking of winning it all. Hello, Russians. Oh, shoot! As I may have mentioned before, I can't lose Ati-Wotsits. That is a reason to give up the war quickly. Well, only if Poland were to take it back in their name. Even if it's not occupied by me, I can still demand it. But it's a big risk if... yeah, whatever. I gotta say, we can get a pretty good peace deal right now. And because Montenegro is making gains, this looks very satisfying. Add his 800 ducats of debt for the Ottoman. He loses 1, 2, 3 forts. And I get... hey, I get more provinces than my war ally. How about war reps? No. Like I said, Poland won't like it. I'm happy enough to keep Poland neutral. I'm unhappy that Lithuania feels happier about it, though. I wonder if I could do something else. No, getting rid of the forts is the best part, and if it becomes a Lithuanian fort, all the better. Yeah, I think that's a pretty great peace deal, to be honest. So I'll take it. Ottomans, Nogai, Georgia, Kazan, Muscovy, Hungary. That's actually a little terrifying as things go, but Hungary will be kicked out of that very quickly. Kazan, Nogai, Georgia could still be a threat, though. What about only giving Poland land so you get favours and come back sooner without the promise of territory? I really want to expand into Kazan. You are right, though. It would be very handy for me to have better favours with Poland so that I can do that. However, it might be difficult getting that many favours with them. And I'd lose all that money. I feel like the conditions have changed. Damn, I've forgotten what I was even ordering in the first place. Yeah, coming back in the future without promising them land would be pretty strong. Actually, a lot stronger than what I'm planning here. A bit of the problem here is that I'm giving land to Lithuania, making them happy. I should strongly consider giving land to Poland instead to make them happier. Because nobody cares if Lithuania's happy or not. I mean, I certainly don't. But dang, money is so good. 3 favours with them. I don't want to give them land that borders me. Oh, and that's land that I'm claiming anyway. No, I'm not convinced. Look Poland in the eyes and deny them. You're going for USSR, not USSR lack of money. Yeah, here's the thing. Money always weighs a lot to me. But it's very true. If I were to have 10 favours with Poland, I could ravage Muscovy and take 100% for myself, which is very powerful. And it's going to take a long time to naturally get those favours with Poland. But what I should probably do is next time give Poland more land. Because what this does is I have a 15-year truce with Muscovy anyway. I won't be able to do anything to them during that time. I could, during those 15 years, carve up Kazan. Yeah, right. Let's just prevent ourselves from talking ourselves out of this any further. Oh, but, you know, always try to take every last penny you can. Where were we at? 795. I wonder if there's a way to take more than 795. No, not happening? Too bad. Why you need money? You make others fight for you anyway. I always need money. Okay, looking good. Let's do it. Would it make sense to feed Lithuania so PLC is not an option to fire the incorporation? I wonder about that. Probably not. I want us... Oh, shoot. I didn't want them going bankrupt yet. Shouldn't have taken the money. Oh, no. Okay, I need to very, very quickly reassess the situation. Dang, I thought they would just stay indebted for a long time. Bankruptcy is actually pretty bad for me. Especially if it's going to make Kazan gain land here. Yeah, greed really did strike Debt is better for them than bankruptcy. Breaking truce to them is a serious option, a very serious option. Yikes. I don't even have the admin to get these cores going. Okay, Spitting out Wallachia is also a pretty tempting option, just so I can... No, if I had them as a subject, Poland would probably want the land and then break up with me over it. Well, potentially not. Music demanding action. What are truces if not to break them? I honestly think that a Muscovite truce break is on the cards now. Okay, I'm gonna sleep on it. I said it would be a short session, and it definitely will be, but we made explosive growth there. Next up, carve up Kazan, truce break Muscovy, potentially spit out Wallachia. All these are on the cards. But the situation has finally gotten to the point where we have agency. We finally have a bit of agency over the situation. Why so short? Because tomorrow I am all set up for a 16-hour Zelda weekly one-shot. And I would quite like to get a reasonable amount of sleep and actually spend time setting that up now. We'll be back with more EU4 next week. We'll also be back with Rune Factory 4 next week. There's a lot on the cards, both in the game and in the streams in general, but I'm delighted with everything. So until our next stream, it's a cheers from me, and a cheerio.